wouldn't have been acceptable for me, a man, to do what was done. It would have been a misinterpretation of my motivation or questioned. The woman herself would probably have seen me as a suspect, even predatory, and so perhaps she should have. Thus I am only a witness, not a protagonist. I was on the bus. So often by the bus everybody's guarding of his or her personal joys or tragedies. Not this time. The woman was sitting several seats in front of me on the top deck. She had a scarf over her head, and I couldn't tell if she was young or old. I didn't know what, if anything, the scarf signified. All I could see is that her head was covered and she was alone and she was crying. It wasn't to draw attention to herself, she couldn't help it. There she was on top deck of a bus, crying her eyes out. 5 of us were there with her, myself, a young lad, 2 women sitting together with various bags of shopping, and another woman herself. We must have all been aware of the weeping woman's distress. How could we not have been? I wanted to go to her, ask her what was wrong, but I didn't. Her sobbing continued. I looked at the boy, I couldn't help her. How could he? I looked at the other woman by herself, willing to act. She stared out of the window, perhaps nursing a hurt of her own heart. The 2 shoppers were talking, glancing. They knew they were talking about the one in distress, even though they were whispering. Then, as if they'd reached a joint decision, one of them stood and went to her. She sat down and put her arm around her. That was all. A total stranger. She put her arm around her, and it wasn't going to stop the tears, but it's certainly something. My stop was coming up. All our stops were coming up. For a minute, though, it was as if time and travel had stopped. There was something shared among us. Possibility, a hope, yet nothing was said.